Citroen Type H, also called HY or HZ, 1948 to 1981. The development of Type H began in 1942, after the TUBTUC model revolutionized the ways the utility vans were designed, inventing the layout and features that today's vans have. The new design spawned two prototypes, Type H and Type G. While the Type H went into series production, its smaller twin remained just a project, mainly because Citroen did not want to invest in a new engine, as the 2CV engine was underpowered for a commercial minivan and the engine from the Type H too large to be fitted in the smaller Type G. After the war, Citroen restarted the production of traction Avant, 2 Citroen trucks, and a few projects for large-scale and cheap vehicles, which spawned two models, one of them being the 2CV while the other was the Type H minivan. The initial thought was to restart the tub production, but it was thought too expensive, so Citroen started building a new model from scratch but keeping most of the advanced design of the tub, with a lower floor plan that gave the cargo area fair height, a flat floor, and a combination of two rear doors with a side sliding door. Instead, they used a monocoque body and corrugated metal body panels that strengthened although they were thin. They adopted this solution because it was cheap and easy to produce, with just a strong press. To further reduce costs, some of its components have been borrowed from the traction Avant, with the engine from the 11CV and the gearbox and suspension from the 15CV, while the headlights and turn signal controls were borrowed from the 2CV that was also under development at the same time. The Type H was introduced at the 1947 Paris Motor Show with huge success and many interested customers. It was offered in 3 body styles: minivan both as utility or passenger, pickup called plateau, and chassis, the latter one being used by various coach builders, with the most famous being the ambulance version built by Curris, while the other was the Bitaila built by Hewley-Ez with over 12,000 units sold, which was a special version destined to farmers for carrying livestock. But the most outstanding was the Citroen CH14 built by Curris on the bare chassis supplied by Citroen. It had a totally different design and it was offered as a minibus, motorhome, ambulance, funeral, mobile expandable modular space, or other specialized versions. The minivan has been built with multiple wheelbase versions of 2.44, 3.04, 3.44, 3.64, 4.04, 4.24, and 4.44 meters. The wheelbase was not the only variation, as they were offered with different heights. All these combinations gave a cargo volume of 7.3 to 17.8 cubic meters and a payload of up to 1,500 kilograms. In time, many other versions have been added, like the police version and the firefighter one, as well as specialized versions for different businesses, built both by Citroen and coach builders. The suspension used torsion bars with 4 shock absorbers in the front and 2 in the rear, while the drum brakes were hydraulically operated. The minivan was offered initially with a 1,911cc 4-cylinder engine. The first diesel engine was the 1,621cc 4-cylinder Perkins, introduced in 1961, while the new 1,621cc petrol engine became available in 1963. Throughout the years, the engine power was improved a bit. A natural gas-powered version was also available, with the gas tanks on the rooftop. Although it has been built for more than 3 decades, there were just a few minor styling changes, the most noticeable being in 1964, when the split front window was changed with a single-piece one. The model proved to be commercially successful, even though it was slow and had a high fuel consumption, with over 470,000 units built, plus 10,000 more in the Netherlands, as the clients appreciated the floor close to the ground with an interior height close to 1.8 meters, large doors, especially the sliding door, and the upper hinged half door that can make the van suitable for a mobile shop.